All right. Yeah, we're just getting there, Mike. We're slacking. We were messing up.
Mike who?
Mike Gaither. He's already jumping on us because we weren't talking yet.
The Midwest Assassin.
The Midwest Assassin.
Mike Gaither.
Welcome to TNT Off the Rail, live from the Pigeon Coop. I'm Bud. That is Hollywood. What's up? How you doing?
Yo.
Not a ton of stuff today, but the last time we said that, 2 hours later, we were boring people's brains out.
Well, I don't know. That show, I mean, we had a lot to talk
We
about.
did have a lot.
2 weeks ago, we had a lot to talk about.
We had a lot. We got some stuff to cover tonight that we're gonna talk about them. Obviously, the big match that went down Saturday at Legends. Some normalcy coming back to the pool world. We're gonna talk about that.
There is some normalcy coming back.
We're
We're getting close.
getting close.
I think we're getting close.
You got to cross the river still, but we're getting there. We're going to talk about. We got some really cool news about our next show next week.
we do. Do you want to tell them or you want me to tell them?
You go ahead.
Next week, right here on TNT, on Off the Rail, we're going to have Dallas West, the world famous Dallas West. We're going to do a call into him, or he's going to call us.
We're gonna call him.
We're going to call him
about 8:00.
right around 8 o'clock. We're going to give him a call, and we're going to talk some straight pool. We're going to talk about all the legends that he's played. I mean, he's had several different pool halls up in the Rockford area, so on and so forth. So we're going to kill some time with him. You know, I know he's getting up there in age, so I don't know how long we're going to talk to him. It all depends what Dallas West wants to do, because he's Dallas West, and Dallas West can do whatever the hell he wants.
And I'm not going to stop him. I'm not going to even try. So you have a week. You have a week to come up with some really good questions. Well, like I said, we're going to be talking to him live, so you'll be able to text us, or not text us. You'll be able to. Well, you can text us, but you can hit us up in the chat box for questions you want to ask him.
Yeah, leave some messages on the TNT post or something like that, or on the Pigeon Coop page or whatever. We can ask him some questions that you, the viewers, want to hear.
Yep, we'll post some stuff out here coming up the next day or two about next week's show. We've got some other stuff we're working on. We mentioned, you heard us talking about it Saturday at the match. We talked to her a little bit, and she was in a chat. We're working on trying to get something together to talk to Autumn Duncan. And just we're constantly working on stuff. It may not seem like it sometimes, because with me, that pesky day job gets in my way. So sometimes it's a little hard for me to keep up with my, they keep making me come back.
He's working all day. I'm just sitting at home in front of the television
watching pool.
I'm watching pool. I'm on YouTube. I'm like earlier I was watching. Well, I was actually at the hospital earlier, which and it was funny too, because the anesthesiologist, he came in and he says to me, he goes, "What are you watching on your phone?" I said, "I'm watching pool." And he goes, "You're watching pool?" He goes, "Oh," he goes, "I'm a real good pool player." And I said, "Well, when I get out of here, you come over to my house, bring some of that doctor money you got,
bring me back some of my
money.
We'll
get on the table." I said, "I'll play you for $100 a game." He goes, "Yeah, but you're gonna have some surgery." He goes, "You're not gonna be feeling well." I said, "I'll be feeling well enough to beat you." And he goes, "Well, that's pretty confident, isn't it?" And I said, "Yeah, that's what I do."
Don't you know who I am?
And then I lipped off, the old Bill Lilly back here, Bill on the Hill. We did a little practice match earlier, and he beat me 10-4.
That was / still is live on it. You guys can see
worst day of my life.
Yeah, you can see Bill back there shooting around, and I think if you go in the Pigeon Coop, it might still be live too.
And since we're talking about this, he borrowed that cue from Bryant, right?
Yeah.
I don't think you're getting that cue back, bud. Just want to let you know, he really, really likes that cue. He won that in the drawing, right?
Yeah, he did. He won that in the drawing.
Let me see that again.
It's a Lucasi LH10 hybrid.
Yeah.
It's a nice stick, dude.
Cue. I kind of like it too.
Bryant, you may have lost that twice over now.
Oh, something I need to talk about.
Uh-oh.
And I forgot about this, because something I've been thinking about. Well, I think I talked about it last week, but I wanted people to post up their 10 the 10 amateur players that they think are the best.
Right.
Top 10
non-pros.
Amateur players that aren't considered a pro. So that'd be 725 and over Fargo rate. So they have to be a 724 and under Fargo. And I want your top 10 of the best amateur players on the planet.
I can't now. I'm trying to remember if I saw any posts. I don't think there were any on the TNT page. I'm not sure. I've been kind of back and forth on stuff.
Or if we could even make it more specific, we could go, if you're part of the Pigeon Coop page.
Well, there was somebody asked about us doing a Pigeon Coop one.
Do the top 10.
Pigeon Coop.
Top 10 for the Pigeon Coop players. Go through the list of players that are on the Pigeon Coop and give me your top 10. 8-ball, 9-ball, whatever. Because, see, I got something in mind for this.
Uh-oh. You I'm still working on that list thing that Fridley talked about. I'm still trying to do it, but like I said, that pesky day job thing is just
I understand.
it's messing with me and it's irritating. Don't forget you can be part of the show. Hit us up on TNT Facebook page. Give us a call 833-868-7665. Text us, message the TNT page. I got to turn this thing down before it starts going nuts or something. Hit us up in the chat if you're watching on Facebook. Hit in the comments if you're on YouTube. Hit in the comments. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, like and follow. Turn on your live notifications so you don't miss anything. Been a couple good matches over there. Have you been watching? I think you posted that too. You were watching that one with Eric Noretto was actually playing with a guy over on G1 TV earlier.
Yeah, and I was watching that this morning.
He played it because I believe it was a second round because he played him last night as well.
He did a race to 30
he lost. Eric lost the first one last night.
They put my lights out around I think it was around quarter after 11 or something like that. And so I watched it all the way up, and Eric was beating him 22 to, I think it was 12 or something like that. And then, the lights went out in Georgia for me. I didn't get to see the rest of that match.
No more Hollywood. I'm sharing stuff so everybody can watch, so don't give me any poop. So we got some matches we want to talk about tonight. Touch on a few things. I'm probably gonna do another one. I still have some of you guys might have recently saw. Hi Dorian Kramer, how you doing? Thanks for watching. You guys saw me do
loose ball.
Dave Noble's balls are flying around the place. You saw the other day on TNT we gave away one of the Rival Q's Risen G1 shafts. Mike Crichton.
Yeah, Mike Crichton won that one. He actually. He won the drawing before the drawing, and then he won the drawing.
He won them. He actually had bought some spots.
Yeah, no.
And then won some more spots in a mini, and then won the drawing. So congratulations, Mike. But I have a couple left of those. We have 3/8-10 radial and a Unilock pin left. So we might do another raffle for that. And like I mentioned in the videos for that, Rival Q's also has a full Q with it's got a carbon fiber core. Wood shaft with a carbon fiber core.
Right.
It sounds like they may let us give one of those away. Do a raffle for one of those too. So
be nice. We were just hitting with one earlier, and it's really nice.
Yeah, they're not bad.
We actually have 3 different types of carbon shaft fibers in the house. We've got the Revo. We've got the Risen, and we have
Dave's checking it out. The Risen.
We have the Jacoby Black.
There's all kinds of carbon fiber in this place.
So yeah, we got 3 different shafts in here, and we've been hitting with them all, and they all hit good.
Yeah, they do.
Surprisingly, I haven't hit with a Revo that much, but Mr. Noble back here, he bought a Predator. It's a Predator, right? That's a Predator. Yeah, right. With the carbon fiber Revo shaft on it, that thing hits like $1 million. Yeah, I mean, it's good. I mean, I'd hit a Revo a couple times just briefly before I actually changed to a carbon fiber shaft. And I was like, I don't know how people can hit with these things. Well, now that I've hit with my Jacoby, and then I went over and I hit that Revo shaft, and I was like, I'm
not gonna lie, I was kind of, because there's a lot of people who just will not let go of the wood. They're like, nope, not happening. And I was a little skeptical because I've told you this a bunch of times, and I may have mentioned it before. I had this mindset that I was afraid. I kept thinking, I was convinced in my head it was going to feel like one of those, remember those Walmart titanium sticks or whatever?
Yeah.
I had for some reason in my head, that's what I kept thinking. And I was afraid it was going to be stuck there. And that was the way I was going to come with it. And I was worried, but I got that G1, the Risen G1, and I'm actually digging it. It definitely, there's a learning curve to it.
Oh, absolutely. Well, it's low deflection and, like, for example, I'll give you a perfect example. Dustin Duche, for the longest time, shot with the Mucci. And there's nothing wrong with Mucci Q.
No.
And if that's what you're used to shooting with, but the shaft that comes with that Mucci Q is like, to me, now, is like trying to shoot with a rubber band on the end of your Q.
It's not like a wet noodle.
Kind of like me in my older age. But that's for a different show.
That's a different show.
It's a different show.
Like and subscribe to that one later.
Yes. We'll talk about that. And it's not on YouTube either. No. But anyways, I think it starts with red. But anyways.
Anyhow, I digress.
Yes. Anyways, so, yeah, I mean, and he hit with that thing for years, and then he went out and he bought a Schoen, and it doesn't have a low deflection shaft on it either, but it's considerably stiffer shaft than the Mucci was. And he played with that thing for probably 4 months or 3 months or whatever it was, and he just couldn't. he kept going back to his Mucci. He goes, I can't make a ball with this one. So I mean, it's a learning curve. And and then I ended up buying the Schoen, and then I took the Schoen, and I went from the Schoen to my lovely Gibson Q. I'm telling you, people, they're not a sponsor. They pay no money for me to say this.
He likes that thing more
But
than he likes
I
himself.
will take my Shane Gibson Q to the grave with me. I love that thing. I love it. 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 It's the best Q I've ever had. I got the Jacoby black shaft on the end of it. If I ever change shafts, I might go to a Revo because I really like that thing. It's got a little bit thicker shaft on it and stuff like that, but to each his their own, and I really like that thing. But yeah, my Gibson McQ, I'm not.
What was that? What was that you
Now, if Gibson Q's wants to sponsor me for something, they can.
I am
or they want to buy some airtime here, they can do that.
Oh, absolutely.
I love that Q.
What was that you made that post you made earlier about that it had me cracking up. Something about I never lose my Gibson or something.
I
like
never
that.
lose with my Gibson Q.
Yeah, I never lose.
That's a catch. I mean, it's a catchy.
Right, he's already got half the ad wrote.
I got
for
the
you.
advertising going. I got the catchy commercial phrase going. I never lose with my Gibson Q.
Listen to
Should
that.
be a T-shirt. T-shirt.
Yeah, geez, that's how can you not go for that? So,
Shane just sent us a couple $100 for
right,
advertising.
make the check out to TNT.
Yeah, right.
So this we had hopefully hopefully you saw it, and I know a few people did because I wanted to say thanks to everybody who did, all the new and old fans and people. Oh, sorry, Mike Creighton.
Creighton. That's what I said, didn't I?
No, I said it wrong because
you said Creighton.
I said Creighton.
Creighton.
And I'm horrible with last names.
Yeah, we screw it up. People screw up my last name all the time. I'm called LaFarve, Lefevre, LaFave.
Yeah. I'm horrible with last
Never
names.
get it right.
It's definitely taken some getting used to, Mike. That's for sure. I'm actually really enjoying it, but it's there. I've had some moments where I went, did I forget how to shoot pool or something? And it's just there's just enough learning curve where it'll make you kind of question things once in a while. But
well, if you ever seen his pool game while he's shooting good, you'd be thinking, does this guy know how to shoot pool?
see, he don't even invite me over to play anymore.
I do too. I invite you. I like a good laugh. It's a comedy show when you play pool.
I love donating. I made a post the other day about we hit a like milestone on the TNT page, and I went, oh, we broke the 600 barrier, and our buddy Baxter messaged me. He says, oh, what, your Fargo rating? I said, I'd have to play first, dude.
I don't even know if you're halfway to 300 in your Fargo.
No,
what is your Fargo rate?
It's like a 450 something.
Okay. That explains it.
Yeah, I don't shoot. I shoot leagues. I run. I can't play in my own tournaments.
Is it a league for the blind? What kind of league do you play in?
The guy who was he was on my team.
Yeah, but I wasn't really there that much in my
No.
defense. I mean,
He did carry me. He did carry me.
I shot with him for a couple of weeks. I was like,
He faked illness and ran.
Yes, I gotta fake.
Okay, oh, I don't feel good. I gotta go.
I got something seriously wrong with me. Turns out, well,
he wasn't. I shot so bad he wasn't faking.
right. I had to come up with a real excuse.
But anyhow, we had a ton of new people checking out the Facebook page. We had thousands and thousands of people watch our match in Clinton. So we might as well just jump into that and talk about it.
All right, wait. Before we do that,
We'll get to let's talk a little bit
build
about
some
that.
drama up to this.
We'll work to it. We'll kind of work to it.
For those of that you see,
You guys remember last week?
Yes.
The picture. Show them the front of the picture. Don't
I
show
wrote
them the back.
I wrote down
on the picture.
on
Hollywood,
this picture right here.
he
I
wrote
wrote
his
down what the
prediction.
score was. So we'll see how close I was.
We'll see. We'll talk about it. So last Saturday we went out to Legends. Great place. I'd never been. Loved it. Great
Did you eat
place.
any of the food there?
I did. They have a
And?
limited menu, and it was awesome.
Fabulous.
Fabulous. Wait staff was great. The everybody there was really super nice. The owner was super nice. Great guy. Does a ton of stuff for pool. I'd actually sometime love to get him on and talk to him because he's got quite a background in the town with all kinds of
Oh,
stuff.
absolutely. He used to have the other pool room over there, Lasters and
Yes.
stuff. That'd been there for a long time. I mean, long time pool enthusiast.
And he does a lot for the sport.
I've never seen him play. I'm assuming he plays, but I've never seen him play. But he's definitely dedicated to the sport.
I
that's
heard
for
about
sure.
everything except I heard everything about everything he does for the sport except for about playing. So like I said, it'd be a good conversation to get him on the show and talk to him about it.
Sure,
But
absolutely.
a great place, great layout, 10 tables. They have the one 7-foot diamond, and then they have a big 9-foot Brunswick, I believe it was, and
I think
then
it's a crown.
crown. Yeah, maybe it
I
was.
think.
I can't remember. If you watch the show, you know, because we asked Stu and Eric told us.
Well, Alan Martin would know because it's his old table, I believe.
Oh, Grumpy.
Grumpy.
But anyhow, we had
The funnest, grumpiest player I
yeah,
ever played.
we had such an amazing time out there. We had such amazing. We went out there for the Anthony Garcia Matt Van Kampen match,
Mhm.
and it was a ton of fun. The match was great. But I had a blast. Unfortunately, you weren't feeling that great, and we didn't get to have you out there, which kind of brought the mood down just enough.
Well, but before we go any further with that, I kind of have to explain this because I had some people like, and I haven't said anything to you yet. I mean, I got probably 15, 20 messages for some people. Hey, why aren't you there? You know, you were there the night before for this.
Right.
What people don't understand is it's hard for me to travel. And when I say that, I mean, I can be out for a couple, 2-3 hours and I feel fine. But then a couple hours go by or whatever, and it's just like, ugh.
His shelf life is
Yeah.
not great.
Right.
As long as he's moving, he's all right. But you put him in one spot for too long, he starts to smell.
Well, my biggest problem is like today I had some surgery to relieve some fluid and some stuff, and you don't want to hear about it. Trust me, it was a disaster. It was not fun. But you know, so hopefully that'll make me more mobile. That'll make me, you know, more likely to be able to travel somewhere. But my biggest problem is I had gotten up that morning, as you know.
Mm-hmm. He was raring to go.
I wanted to go.
He was
I
raring.
wanted to go.
Yep.
But I mean, I was hurting.
Yeah.
My legs hurt. My knees hurt real bad. My ankles hurt real bad.
And-
my back hurts real bad. I'm having a hard time. You know, I can't get. You know, lucky I don't have shoestrings because I wouldn't be able to tie my shoes. So I mean, I'm having big time mobility issues, which is hard for me to get into a vehicle. It's really hard on me to travel. So, you know, I tried to make it. I just didn't make it.
I was
But
here. I came to pick him up.
Right.
He almost got there.
he was in the driveway. I was dressed, and I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, so
But I know what you're
Oh,
going to talk about,
yes,
and I know
I'll
why
let
you had
you-
a blast.
because you watched and you
I
heard
did.
them. They were
I watched it, and I have to say, Stewart did an absolutely wonderful job. I knew he would.
Oh, he was so
he
made
knows his pool.
he
He
was
knows
so
what
much
he's talking
fun.
about, and I knew he would be perfect. He's very well spoken. He understands the game. He's a very much student of the game. Very good ambassador of the game. There's not a
and
thing
he
about this
hates
game.
8-ball.
Yes, he hates 8-ball. But I guarantee you he plays it well.
Well, yeah, Stu was a rightful fill-in for you for sure. He did an amazing thing. Stu, again, thank you so much. You made a great day even better because you helped me focus on things, and it was awesome. And not only that, but then we got joined by some other really great people throughout the day. I set up a third mic and had some people wander through.
Yeah, you had Chad Velmont
Chad
on there for a
Velmont.
little while.
It-
He was really good for quite
oh,
a
he,
while.
He was good,
and then
until,
it got a little entertaining.
then he got good at what he's good at.
He likes to drink beer, folks.
He
likes
was
to
not
drink beer.
afraid to tell us that,
Yeah.
and we're not.
We're not knocking him.
We're not knocking. We
No.
don't knock people.
Nope.
We love people.
Yes.
And Chad, no, he was awesome. Stu did a great job with Chad too.
Yep.
He took him down a little road, started talking to him, got some really good information out of Chad, and Chad had a great insight on the game too because he knew Matt real well, and Stu knew Anthony real well. So the things they were able to see in the game was amazing. And Chad had some great insight. He had played Matt just a little earlier and was talking about how Matt had run a bunch of racks on him and
I just thought of something.
oh
Chad Velmont versus because I've been talking about it, and gosh darn it, who did I talk about? The pro player out of from the Bloomington area now. Somebody please type it in the chat room.
not Jesse.
Not Jesse.
We were
no.
talking to Jesse in the chat room for a while too.
Jason Klatt. How about somebody do some barking or talking or whatever? Get Chad to play Jason Klatt. I think that'd be a good game.
Ooh.
I think it'd be a good game. Probably want to play big table 9-ball maybe or something like that. See if somebody can make that happen. I mean, we'll go stream that match down there on.
You would have been excited. Somebody was out there playing one pocket on the big table.
God, I see, and that's the thing. Oh, and I always tell everybody that listens, Will Thompson is the best one pocket player I've ever played against. He's the only guy I've ever played, so that's why he's the best.
but
yeah,
still the best.
I speaking of Chad, I'm gonna go back to Chad for a second here. I mean, I talked to him about playing one time because last time I was over at Legends, he goes, oh, Hollywood. He goes, I know you like to gamble. He goes, what are we going to do? I said, I don't know. Middle of the road open player versus semi-pro player. Let me think about this.
You're going to take my money.
Yeah, he wanted to play 9-ball, and I'm like, I probably need the breaks and the 6 out. And he kind of looked at me funny. I'm like, it's probably what I need. And he goes, on the big table? I said, I played maybe 10 games of pool my whole life on a big table. And but with the 6 out in the break, I might take it. I mean, I don't even know if that's a good game for me. But so we didn't play. I ended up playing Jeff Clark that day, and he throttled me bad enough as it was. Yeah, I mean, he likes to rob me.
Yep.
But no, see if somebody can make that happen.
That
Chad Vilmont versus Jason Klatt. I think that would be a good game.
We need to get Stu on that. Stu seems to have some connections. We need to get Stu on that.
Well, and another thing I was going to say, because we were getting to that. See, and the whole reason that I wanted Stu in there, and I was like, this is a perfect fit because I want to work with Stu.
Oh,
Stu's a good. I think if him and I can get together, I need to get healthy. Get us two together. You can do your thing.
Yeah, you got.
And I think we got something there.
You guys would work so well with each other.
Or,
it was amazing.
Or you bring in Eric.
Oh, Eric Gardner came in as well, and gosh, Eric, you were. I don't think you understand how good you were. I don't think you understand how good you were behind that mic.
There was no doubt in my mind he was going to be good because not only is he good, he's funny.
Yes, and and his knowledge of not only the game but the players, the environment in the area, all those things. That was amazing. And guys are good behind the mic. When for a little over an hour while Facebook was having some trouble, we sound like freaking chipmunks. We still sounding. I went back and listened to some of that. I don't know if it wasn't obviously you were telling us it didn't happen on YouTube. It was only happening on Facebook. Facebook was, and I don't know if it was because of Facebook or we did have some internet issues, and I again apologize for that.
Yeah, but there's nothing TNT tournaments can do about an internet issue. Because I had some people sending me messages, hey, what's wrong with the feed? We got to understand. We're only as good as the internet feed.
Right.
I mean, we can put on the best show. We can have the best commentators there.
The best parts of the show was the ones you didn't see. No, I'm just kidding.
And if you don't have if there's something going, and we understood that we found out later that there were some internet issues in the area. Yeah. Everybody was having problems. So, we're kind of at the mercy of somebody's internet connection. So we just, it is what it is.
It is.
We're basically doing this for free. I mean, we can't go out and use up our data plans and stuff like that.
I can't get my uplink truck yet. It's still, it's at the shop on back order. They told me some pesky thing about wanting money, and I'm like, oh, you want me to pay for it? Jeez. but no, it was a great show. I was so happy that those guys did take the time and get it. Eric was amazing. So like Stu and Eric and Will Thompson.
Oh, well,
I'll clarify. Even Will Thompson, he was really good. He was comical.
No doubt in my mind.
He was comical.
And like I said, I mean, like if we ever get out in the area where, I understand Stu lives all the way out in Cedar Rapids area, and I get that. So it's not like he's going to want to travel all the way down here to do matches all the time. But
I don't know.
Like, let's say if we go to Clinton, or say we go in that direction or something like that, he can always be our guy if he's available, or unless of course he's in the match.
I don't know. He's pretty eager, and he got the bug after that. I don't know if you saw that.
I told you he'd be good at it.
The one comment, and he says, I don't know about y'all, but I got the bug. He was talking about commentating his kids' taekwondo and all that stuff, and I was thinking, God, you'd probably be good at that too, Stu. It was but so we're wandering off another road. So back to this match. It was awesome. It was a great match. It started off, and they stayed pretty tight for a while. Matt Pun got out ahead for a bit, but not very far. And Matt kind of came back and kept it close for a minute, and then
what you seen was it was kind of a feeling out period at the beginning. I mean, I don't think there's any question that Pun was the favorite in this match. I don't think anybody will dispute that.
No.
Matt probably won't dispute that either. I don't know. I'm not saying, because I've seen Matt play. I've seen him play better. But I truly believe, and I think I might even said this last week, I think he was a bit of an underdog in the match. And I just thought the longer that match went on, the less and less chance he had to win. The only way that I thought that he could win the match is if he built the lead early.
Right.
But it was close to halfway point. They were there, and I think at break they took a break around 25 to
It was 25-23, I believe. at
25,
break.
23, something like that.
Something, 20,
And then Pun
21,
just
23.
yeah, Pun just started opening it up
Yeah.
there. He put a lead on him. Matt just couldn't catch him. He just wasn't gonna catch him at that point because you're not gonna get two guys that are fairly close to one another and get a 10 game lead on him and expect to come back. It's tough.
And Pun was having a lot better luck in this match with his breaks than he was with his match with Will. They both actually were breaking pretty good. That was helping.
Well, you're breaking on what I would consider to be a faster valley table. I mean, it's faster than your normal bar box valley table. I mean, I don't know what they got for cloth up there, but the tables run fairly quickly. They're big pockets, fairly easy to make a ball and a break. It is what it is. I mean, like some people said, oh, I don't want to play on a diamond, but to me, I mean, if you break decent on a diamond, you should be making balls, but there goes my theory because they played him and Will played on that diamond the week before. Nobody was making anything on a break.
Poor Will was taking crap about that all night too.
Well, I did see, and this, I'm not
we'll
trying
get
to make
that, Buckshot.
I'm not trying to make you mad, Will. So please don't come here and beat me up. But I think the problem that Will's going to have probably for the rest of his life is people are going to come up to him and say, "Are you 30% sure? Are you 70 to 30% sure?"
Oh, dude,
I don't think he's ever going to live that
he
down.
is not. We told him at one point we were talking about it. Told him we were going to get him a shirt, and somebody started giving him crap about it and said he's not. Well, he's obviously not too good at math, and I think it was Stu might have said, well, maybe he meant 75-30.
So, like I said, don't disrespect Will. Don't come up here and punch me in the face because I got enough problems in my life.
Right.
I just thought it was funny. That's
Will, he took it so well. He understood what was going on, and like I said,
Hey.
Will did an amazing job behind the mic last night.
Oh yeah, he's a real
Saturday.
student of the game too.
He,
and I mean,
he did a great job, and appreciate him. Like I said, all them guys, you guys helped make a great day, and we had a lot of fun. We had a lot of great comments.
so wish I could have been there.
Oh, we all do, and you were rattling off and you were joining everybody. We had a bunch of great comments and people in the comments talking with us and conversations. We were talking to Autumn in
Keyboard
there.
warrior.
Keyboard warriors. We had a lot of those. There was a lot of John going on. Jesse Bowman was there. He was talking and offering to play everybody with 6 out.
I bet he was.
and
Probably hadn't picked up a cue in 4 months, and he'll play anybody.
It was getting interesting. It got to be interesting. Buckshot, we're going to get to that. We're working on it.
What's he want?
He wants to know what you wrote down.
Well, we're building up drama.
Building it, buddy. We're doing, it's called show business.
Right.
So,
But we need to get Autumn on the show.
we are, and we're waiting
And we
for her
need
to
to
come
get her
back.
a match too.
Yes, and she did. That's something she asked. She said she wanted one.
Well, we'll get her one. I'll find her one.
We told her we would definitely find her one. So,
I'd like to get her boyfriend Benny Conway. I'd like to get him a match too. Somebody needs to play that guy. That guy's smooth as ice. Plays really good.
but so we had a great night, great match, great everything.
Maybe Benny Conway against Jason Klatt. Maybe I don't know how. I mean, them two there. I mean, Jason Klatt's considered a pro. I don't know Chad. I'm sure his Fargo rate's got to be above a 725.
I think we looked it up. I think he was like 740 something.
Yeah, that sounds probably about right.
746ish or something.
Well, hell, he just beat Dennis Arcolio out in Vegas. For
Yeah.
Christ's sake, he can play. Now, mind you, it was just like a short race to 6 or
Right.
whatever they were doing out there.
And Stu kept bringing up the Rum Runner thing, talking about, he's been played forever, and then won the Rum Runner or whatever. And
Yeah.
So,
short races to 6 and stuff like that. But when you on a bar box, I'm not saying it's a coin flick, but them guys all can play pool really, really well. Good draw, playing well, breaking well. You can definitely win. I mean, don't get me wrong, Chad's wouldn't be nearly the favorite if the races were to like 15 or something like that. But hey, Chad can play. Don't get me wrong. He got second place in the tournament. I mean, he did pretty damn well.
okay, so we're back to the match.
Okay,
Let's get back to that. Because you're getting called your own names now by Buckshot because he wants to know what you wrote down.
yes. Yes.
You
Okay.
can say it if you
Here's
want.
what it is. I'm gonna take my headset off so I can go up and get it focused
he's
into the
gonna-
camera.
He's gonna bring it up.
The score of the match was 50-38. You folks seen me write it down.
Yep.
He's seen me write it down.
It's-
I'm not
and
lying.
It's right here. I'm looking right at it.
So I'm turning me down right here,
Yep,
right?
he's gonna turn him down. He's gonna grab up this thing. And he's gonna bring it over and stick it in front of the. I'll tell you. You go over there and I'll tell you. Little drum roll. I don't have that yet. I'm working on it. So he's gonna hold it up in front of the camera. Let's see if we can get a good look at it here. Let's see. Go a little closer. A little closer. There you go. That was Hollywood's prediction for the Pun Matt match. Right there on the back of the picture that you guys saw him write it down on last week. I couldn't believe it because at one point you messaged me and said, "Hey, did you see the score? It's working right towards my prediction." And I was like, "You have got to be freaking kidding me." For anybody who doubts this guy when he's telling you this would be a good match, or you should play this guy or this guy, or don't just anytime you have to question whether he knows what he's talking about when he's talking about people playing, I just want you to hit that rewind button and go back and look at that score.
Yes, you got to listen to my predictions because actually, and I don't think I gave one.
We'll have
like
to look
for example, on the
week before the Will one.
Well, we had Jim Fridley play.
Yeah, Jim and
James Bradshaw. I mean, I don't think I made a prediction.
I don't think it was
online,
a number one.
but I did. Well, I predicted that one at.
I think you said. I think we were talking. You said like 18-12.
Yeah, I think 18-12. I knew
But
that.
still, that's not.
I knew number one James hadn't been playing, and number two, even if he had been playing, he's still a dog in the match. In my opinion, no offense, he's still a dog in an 8-ball game. He's still a dog in that match. By what did they race to?
18.
18.
Yeah.
I still think he's probably in a race to 18. In all reality, he's probably at least 3 games behind Jim.
And you got to remember, Jim.
And I was actually, when I said 18-12, I was actually being nice. I wanted to say 18-10 is what I wanted to say.
And James Jim has the ability to shoot as much as he wants. I mean, Jim Jim puts in the hours. Jim's putting up those badass gutters all over the place. So he's not playing he's not playing Hollywood.
Yeah, but he's
not playing Hollywood time. But he can.
He's got a pool table at his house. He can hit balls. And I'm sure he's hitting balls because they go over to Dave Eagles' house and they hit balls.
Yep.
They hit balls. He's hitting ball every week. And James might have went 3-4 months for all I know without hitting a ball. Whatever
he
it
said
was.
it's been. It might have been the last time he shot might have been that last Lanark tournament he played in.
Right.
I think.
And okay, so here's my reasoning on the prediction of the punt match.
Man, it blows my mind.
Now, I think if Matt was playing more often and playing more gambling matches, like for example, if Matt would have played a gambling match race to 50 with whoever and won the week before, he might have played a little looser, easier money. I mean, he's basically playing with house money at that point. I still think Pun wins the match, but I think it would have been closer. Just surely with Matt's confidence level would have been up higher.
Right.
I don't know how often Matt plays races to 50 for 5,000, but
right. Or for
Pun
that
had
fact,
just done it the week before.
When the last time he played was.
Well, I think Matt plays. I don't think he plays every day.
Well, obviously we knew it wasn't too long because I forgot Chad said the two of them had played just the night before, I think.
Yeah, but so I know I know he goes over to play, but now the pool hall over there's been closed. I don't know if Matt has a pool table at home, but I know Will does. I know they run together, so I know he's hitting balls.
Right.
Maybe not consistently or as much as he did maybe a year ago, but he is playing. I mean, he must be playing enough that he was going to play Pun.
Right. Well, he had to. Yeah, something. He had to been doing something right if he was like, "Oh yeah, I'll bet you $5,000."
And that prediction is like I said, it was no knock on Matt because Matt can play.
No,
I just figured as the match went on, it would start to spread out. Pun would start to show his dominance. He was already tuned into playing a race to 50. He already knew what he was getting himself into. I just think he was geared more to play that match than Matt was. That's all.
Right. And we say this a lot. We're never taking anything away from players. We're just offering educated opinions. We look at as much as we can to make these.
And I'll even say this, and this is nothing against Pun at all. I mean, I know Pun very little. I know his game. I've watched his game. I've studied his game. I've seen him play. I've seen him play on videos and this, that, whatever. So I'm very well of his game. And I know Matt a lot more, like Matt and Will and all them guys that hang out at the pool hall over there. I'm more friendly with them guys because I know them more. I wanted Matt to win. I mean,
Well,
there's- but if you want me to predict, you want me to give you a score, and you want me to be honest about it,
it's got to be
that's
about
what
the
I
game.
thought.
It's got to be about the game, right?
Right.
I got you.
like people always say, oh, well, you're trying to hook up your friends with games and stuff like that. Absolutely not. Now you've seen me hook up the game with Trent Bertlow and Sam.
He don't like either one of them.
Yeah. They go back and forth. Me and Trent's been buddies for years. And the thing about it is but when I want to hook up a match, I want to hook up a match with two people that I think
It's going to be worth watching.
competitive,
right?
and they have proved to be a competitive
Yes.
match.
You've had some, and that kind of leads us into this next one. You've had this past week. You've had some pretty good matchups that have been on the Pigeon Coop.
Well, Sam and Trent.
Yeah, Sam and Trent have played a bit. Well, you and Bill just played, but didn't you and Jesse played?
Yeah, we played some practice sessions and trying. I've been working on this new aiming system and this, that, whatever. So I just need to go back to what I was doing and not monkey with it.
Right.
It's like when I used to play golf a lot. I always used to try. Okay, well, I'm going to try put my foot stance over here. Try this. And that. I just need not to monkey with the stuff.
Right. If it
And
works, don't-
in my defense, my health situation doesn't help either because I have a hard time bending over the table.
Oh.
So I'm hoping with the surgery and stuff that I had today will help solve that problem.
How did I?
A lot
we
of
were-
pressure. He made it.
Nice. Yeah, you could like say you see Bill on the Hill and Dave Noble back here in the background playing. So
We had Sam and Trent play, and
they played a couple different. during the week.
They play. If you're ever going to play Sam Maggio, which I do have a matchup coming up, remind me to tell you about that on Tuesday night. If you ever want to play Sam Maggio, you've got to be prepared to play long.
He likes to put in some shifts.
He'll put in some time. I think
Wait-
Sam
wait
should
a
buy me a new pool table
Right.
and re-pour some concrete around this table. He
Do you-
wore it out.
Do you want me to remind you on Tuesday or remind you to tell me about?
No, just right now we'll just remember. Stu, hey, here comes a shocker,
Oh
folks.
yeah, that's right. Okay.
Sam Maggio is going to be taking on Stu Key here Tuesday night.
Oh.
Or Tuesday, they're going to start at
So what are you ducking him now?
4 o'clock. Yes. I
You're
am.
ducking Stu now?
Yes.
After
yes,
all
Stu,
that?
Stu, I'm ducking. Right now, I'm ducking everybody.
I'm ducking all y'all.
No, actually,
4
I'm not.
o'clock Tuesday.
4. They're going to start at 4. They're going to play 4 to 12. I think he said something like that. I think that's what he told me.
So they're not even picking the races. They're just going to play for.
Well, if I'm just saying somebody might quit before then. But I'm just saying he goes.
That-
He goes. I want my match before 12. Tuesday night, I believe that's what he told me. I've had a lot of drugs put in my system today.
did
I
s- I-
purposely didn't take any gummies before the show because last week I was a little kind of.
I think you were right on the edge of just about good.
I really don't even remember doing the show.
It was definitely worth it. You should go watch it.
No, I did. I went in and watched it later, but I was still like, I don't know how to explain it to you guys, but if you ever take oxycodone and then take some gummies on top of that all, your mind will play tricks on you.
Take notes. Take notes.
I mean, I was
Something had to have been going on. You were talking about Chuck E. Cheese
I was-
bands and
yeah, I was talking to Bill Lilly over here. I was telling him, I said, you take that combination, and you'll meet Elvis. I swear to God, I talked to Elvis later on that night.
oh boy. Coming up
It's
on
true.
coming up after off the
Since
rail.
my baby left me, I found a new place
So-
to dwell.
So Tuesday night, Tuesday at 4 o'clock, and then you'll have that on the Pigeon Coop, right?
Mhm.
Because during the week ones for me are just hard to do because
No,
that pesky day job thing.
Yeah,
just
if you
kills me.
guys, if none of you guys, some of you
Unless
guys-
somebody wants to randomly donate amazingly obscene large amount of money so I can not work anymore and just do this,
donate us a couple $100,000 a year,
yeah,
and we'll stream
No,
all
you
the
know, just-
matches you want,
nothing crazy, just a couple $100,000 a year
and cover food expenses, hotel expenses, and
and booze,
booze,
and
yeah, gotta have
edibles and edibles for
booze,
Halloween.
edibles, and oxycodone.
And then we'll do all the pool you want 26 hours a day. Oh, buckshot.
So yeah, I mean, we got that matchup coming up Tuesday. So and like I said, we had Sam and Trent play, and actually Trent came out ahead money wise, but Sam actually won more sets. But the way they did the money on the last set, they kind of gambled it up on the last set.
Yeah,
Trenton came out ahead out
He-
ahead money wise, but actually
No.
Sam I think won one more set than Trent did.
and if I remember correctly, Trent's just kind of coming off a break, right? Stu, exactly. That's not much. We're not asking for much.
Well, you got to remember you're going to be part of the team,
Right.
so I don't.
We
think,
got to cover your expenses too.
Yeah.
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 So, but no, real quick with Trent, he's been playing a while, but he took a didn't he? Isn't he coming off a big break or just getting back into it or something like that?
Trenton plays. He plays good for somebody that hadn't really played any pool in the last 3-4 years, and I think I've pushed his buttons long enough here for the last few months, and he's been watching videos, and he's like, I gotta get back into playing pool. And if you ever want to meet somebody that plays bags really well, if you want to gamble playing bags, just get a hold of Trent Bertlow. He will play anybody.
Anybody.
Just go get whoever you
I'm
got.
surprised you don't have him
Trent-
set up over here somewhere.
Trent will play him. And we can go stream that because that'd be fun.
That would be in it. Well,
We
why
can
not?
have a camera down at both ends.
They put bags on ESPN. Might as well.
We do a bag tournament.
We could do bag. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
The commentary on that'd be interesting.
Well, we'd have to get Trent to help me do commentary until I figured out. Well, I know you just, obviously you're throwing a bag.
I was
into
gonna
the
say,
hole.
look at the bags going.
It's yeah,
Look.
I understand the concept, but I might need a little help. I might need a little help with the lingo.
Stuart said Pun might play him in bags.
He will destroy Pun and bags. But if Pun wants to play him, Pun, if you're listening, Trent Bertlow will play you in bags, and I'll let you. I've seen Pun play. We'll give you
How would that work?
4-point head start.
I was gonna say, is there? You put bags on the wire?
Yeah.
On that, or?
We'll give Pun a full. Well, I can't speak for Trent because I don't know.
I'm not going there, Stuart. I'm not going there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're not talking about. We're not talking about. We're not talking about
going there. I'm going out of my way to avoid that.
Yeah, a lot of people want us to talk about that, Stu. But the thing about it is here at TNT we don't want to talk about the drama. We don't want to get in. Here's what the thing is.
No, it's not about not the drama. There's just certain things that aren't our place to be a part of.
Right.
Reporting on it is one thing, but
yes, we could talk about it. Well, here's what happened.
we're not going to talk about it. He's going to tell
well,
you.
Well, I'm not gonna get into what I think should happen.
Right.
But here's what happened.
There's a discrepancy.
Yes, there's a dispute. Danny Roach and Pun were supposed to play this weekend. 5K in the middle. There was some no show.
They actually bet it. I think they got.
Well, they got
bumped.
up to 6,000, but I think they posted $1,000 for no show money.
Right.
What happened? Apparently, Anthony had gotten hurt. He's hurt his ankle or his foot or knee. I don't remember exactly what it was. And Danny is a little upset. It sounds to me like something. I didn't read it all. I don't claim to know it all. Once I started reading it, I was like, I don't. I certainly ain't going to voice my opinion one way or the other.
There is a discrepancy over how the no-show money should be handled.
Right. Pun can't play. His foot or ankle is something screwed up. He can't play. I don't know if he heard it at work or if he heard it playing pool. I don't know what happened.
I do too, Stuart, by the way.
So, anyways, Danny's upset because he thinks that Pun should post a no-show money. So
Stuart,
there you have it.
Stuart, our on-the-scene reporter says that he was running the 400 hurdles and twisted his ankle.
All right, now that we would stream. If Pun wants to get his ankle healed up and run the 400 meter long or
See,
no, what's the hurdles?
Yep.
Yes, the hurdles.
We got it. Stu, you are on the payroll. That's all I got to say. You're that good on the
I could just see him holding the mic.
I know he probably did. He's got like a hairbrush in his hand.
We're
and
live here
typing.
from the 400 hurdles. We got Pun out there.
Just go. Oh, and he's down.
He hit the first.
He's down.
He's just been clobbered by the first hurdle and broke his kneecap and dislocated his shoulder.
Stuart said he won $500 betting on Pun in a foot race before.
Apparently, he's pretty savvy on his feet. But once again, so what's going to happen there? How they're going to figure out? I'm going to let them boys figure that out. But
we will tell you when we hear about it. But
because I know a lot of people had asked me if we were going to stream it, and we were going to stream it, we weren't going to stream it, and then we weren't going to stream it, and we don't care. Like we said,
we just want to see it.
We want to see it, and we're available for streams. We offered our services, and they had somebody else down there that was going to take care of it, which is fine with us.
Bruce did reach out to us, and again, Bruce, we appreciate you making the offer, and anytime we can help, we definitely will. So don't be afraid to hit us up. So we're going to move on from that.
Okay.
Because that's all we had to say about that.
Yes.
Hopefully they get it worked out. We don't know all the details, so we can't really offer a great opinion for ourselves. So
still don't forget about top 10 players on the Coop list.
Yes, top 10. And
Because I got an idea. There's a reason I want this list.
yeah, he's got something brewing over here.
I'm not telling anybody what it is.
Stu wakes up in the morning and practices in the mirror. I believe you, Tim. I believe you. I'm going to say this again before we go too much further. Again, thank you to everybody from
Yes.
Saturday. I mean, viewers, people in the comments, everybody. You guys made for. I mean, we had 10,000 views between the two videos.
Well, when
And
you got a
it-
good-looking guy like Stu behind the mic and
Oh yeah.
running the show, it's not hard. I mean,
Yeah.
the ladies were just lined up, I heard. So, yeah, but I mean,
That's a whole nother. That's a whole.
I want to be out of a job.
I just looked down and saw naked, and I'm like, okay, I got to stop looking at the comments. Something weird's going on. Foot races, naked hurdles, something bad is happening over there. We just need to let that go. So, so we talked about. I'm gonna touch on this again. Keep an eye on the TNT Facebook page. I've got a couple more giveaways that we're gonna work on. Still have those rival Qs, the Risen G1 carbon fiber shaft.
You got 2 more to give away?
I have three left to get rid of, and I more than likely will try to raffle off at least one more. And our friends over there told me that they also Rival Qs has a real nice carbon fiber core wood shaft Q, the whole Q.
You know what? I did. When,
think
when
you
Kenny
saw
was
that.
still when
Yeah.
Kenny was still here. I think he had the prototype.
He
with
brought
him.
it to League Night once.
And he also had a prototype jump cube, but I haven't seen that
no,
yet.
that one I haven't seen. I don't know if anything. I don't know. Well, at some point we'll try to get with Kenny. Maybe we'll get him on and we'll talk to him and find out some more about it. But
Right.
we do have some more stuff for. We were talking about that, Stuart. He wants to find somebody for Benny. Who'd you say, Jason Klatt?
I'd like, Jason Klatt, or well, Chad Vilmont, but I don't think Chad and Benny will play. I think they're pretty tight buddies. I don't know if they are or not. But I just like to get us a good top-notch match to stream. Not that Pun and Matt wasn't, because that was, and not because Pun and Will wasn't, because that was a good match. But we, and hopefully I can travel to go stream it. But I just like to get a couple pros on the stream, 2 legit pros, and do a bigger matchup. That's all. I think it'd be fun to do.
It would.
And we here at TNT, we're not discriminating, because we'll do a match between 2 450 Fargo Raiders or something. We don't care.
He says they Buckshot. He's sitting right there. You can almost see him in the camera, and he's messaging Buckshot. The rival shafts currently do not fit a Viking. I am told that they are working on new bats that may possibly fit one. As soon as we know, we will let you know. Well, hold on. He's typing. Stuart says Abe.
What's that?
For the matchup. What's his last name, Stuart? I can see it. I just saw because I think he's actually, isn't he playing a match on G1 TV here coming up soon?
Abe, isn't he from Peoria area or something like that?
So. I can't remember his last name.
If I'm thinking of the right guy, I might not be thinking of the right guy.
Look at where it comes from, Buckshot. I know, I saw. Chad who? Oh, it hasn't come up yet. What? He's sitting here telling me look at the chat, but he won't just answer me. Somebody hit Buckshot with something. Anyhow. I think he is. I think Abe is playing. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, between TNT and all the other great people that bring you streaming matches, G1 has been bringing some great matches lately.
Yeah.
From down in the Pontiac area, and they've got guys coming from all around, but that's where they're located in the Pontiac area. G1 TV. You can search that on Facebook and on YouTube. They've got some great matches. They have bigger feature matches that they play on Saturdays, and their next 3 weeks or so, to the end of the month, the next ones. I'm pretty sure Abe is one of them. They've got some great matches coming up, so make sure you stop over there. Jesse says Buckshot's got a face for radio,
and I think, and so I can kind of clear this up too. I mean, and he's kind of like G1. I mean, they're doing most of their. I mean, don't get me wrong; they're doing some matches during the week and some other things.
They're doing a lot of matches during the week.
But I mean, I think it's more local guys just coming in and shooting.
Yeah,
just that whatever, which is kind of what we
right.
Because I said, no, we ain't gonna have no grudge matches last week or maybe this week.
Right.
Well, we had some matches, but it was just some guys from right in this immediate area that come over here and play all the time.
Yeah, he's
Pigeon Coop members, so to speak.
He's trying to do his.
So I didn't mind doing that, but it's the problem that I'm having is I've got a core group of guys that come over here and play. They practice. They do
Right.
this, they do that, and I don't want to take away from that.
Right.
So I have to slow down on
And-
doing grudge matches every night, so I ain't got two guys tying up the table from
And-
3 o'clock in the afternoon until 2 o'clock in the morning.
And,
'cause
and
then-
mind you, a lot of this is stemming from the fact that we can't. Once we get back to the bars, we'll be doing a lot
once
more.
the pool hall, well,
Yeah.
and the pool halls are opening back up, especially over in Iowa. So
Where are they playing at? Stuart says Eddie Ball. I'm horrible. I'm horrible with last names.
Balderas.
Valderas and George Walters raced at 10 at 1 p.m. for 3K. Where are they playing at?
Yep,
Stu?
that'll be a really good game, Stu.
You-
Stu, who do you like in that game?
Cedar Rapids. He says they're playing. Who do you like, Stu? He wants to know if he's getting a patch after he plays Tuesday.
Stu, you're already a full patch pigeon coop member. You don't have to worry about nothing, brother.
Oh, look at that.
You're in, and you got your wings.
Oh,
you're-
one pocket. Sorry, not 1
Oh, they're
p.m.
playing one pocket.
One pocket.
Yeah, Stu, you're already in, brother. Will's in. Alex
Well,
is in.
Will kind of.
Jeff Clark's in.
Yeah.
I gotta have my boys from Mountain, Iowa. I mean, Will Thompson heads up the Iowa chapter, so you got to clear everything with him. But
right. yeah, everything. Eddie says he says he preaches that. He Stuart says Eddie's a slight favorite in that match.
yeah, well, in the one pocket, you know what? I've never seen either one of them. I don't believe I've seen either one of them play one pocket. I've seen them play, 9-ball, 8-ball, 10-ball, a little bit here and there. I've actually caught. I think it was Eddie that I seen play on a stream. Not all that. Well, it's probably been a year or so ago. It was like a Wisconsin state tournament or something. I can't remember where it was. But
Will Thompson says he will be the judge of who's in the club.
Right. He'll be the judge. Like,
sorry, Stu. Hollywood jumped the gun there. You'll have to talk to Will.
Well, I did backtrack a little bit, and I said, well, I will override Will on the Stu, but on Stu, but Stu's in automatically, and I'll talk to Jeremiah Easley. Will get you a shirt made up. Although Will was supposed to have one a long time ago, and we seem to be having a communication issue between the pigeon coop and the guy that does the T-shirts. So we got to get Jeremiah off his rear end and make up some more T-shirts. We need one for Will. I want one for Will. I want one for Alex. I want one for Stu. I want one. You got one? You don't have one?
No.
Well, we got to get you
I don't even
one.
get invited to play.
We
You
gotta
just
get-
like drag your ass over here and
Bill,
stream
do
my
you
matches
do you
for
have
me.
one? A T-shirt. Huh. I mean, they cost like $15.
Will says Stu, of course, is in.
Yes. I'm hoping that he approves Jeff Clark and Alex too. I like them guys. Oh, and Alan Martin can be. He can
There
be a
was
pigeon.
that.
He's never even been here, but
mentioned-
he's
you-
a pigeon coop
You
member. too.
mentioned in Jeff and Alex, all those guys Saturday. There was besides our match going on. I'm sorry, buddy. Besides our match going on, they were playing all the other tables. There
Sure.
was action going on. Timmy Bly was out there. Actually got to meet him in person, which was really cool.
Good kid.
Alex was out there. There was a ton of people out there, and there was people playing all over the place, and some great games going on.
They're excited. The pool halls are opening back up.
And I've said this before. It's sometimes just listening to guys talk about trying to set up a match is almost as good as the match itself, and it's even more fun in like when you see him talking about
playing Ring Around the Rosie.
yeah, it's hearing it in person, listening to those guys go to town. It was hilarious listening to them negotiate. It was. Alex Grell says Will Thompson has no authority here.
Well, Will Thompson's bigger than both of us, and we're just going to listen to whatever he says, or at least I'm going to. I mean, you're a young kid. You do what you want. Make your mistakes. I made them. I know how it is. But
Oh, absolutely, Stuart. And that's something you and I talked about Saturday. The process is great, listening to him talk. And Stuart, he kept finding himself turning around and trying to set up matches. And you were awesome.
Well,
I can't say it enough, Stu.
but
You were
here's-
awesome.
But here's
Saturday.
here's the thing with pool players. They're always trying to get what they want to make sure that they're going into the match with what they feel is an edge.
right.
And in all reality, which is fine, I have no problems with that. I've done it a million times myself. But what's really fun is when you can find somebody that's relatively your speed, whether they might be just slightly better than you are, or you might be slightly a little bit better
Right.
than them. You still got to play the game.
Right,
That's
'cause-
why I like putting them on the stream, put them
Yeah.
out of their comfort zone, talk about them, put a little heat on them, and then see how they react to it.
Right. And see, and so many people think, oh, the guys are just all they want to do is rob people, and they're trying to get out there and do all this crap and rob people, and they're not. They may talk a lot of crap about being better than the other one and this and that, but like you said, in the long run, these guys are just they're the match itself is just as just as important. They don't nobody. You could say all day long, I'm gonna whoop your ass. I'm gonna whoop your ass. I'm gonna take your but nobody wants to go in there and clean somebody's. They want that's part of it. They want to play.
Oh no, there's a lot of guys. There's some guys out.
I'm not saying there's not, but
there's
I'm
some guys
saying
out there looking to steal. Trust me, I've met them.
this is getting kind of funny. Stewart says Will can't catch Alex, and Will says, yeah, my truck can. And Stewart says that's the reason why you won't play him, Larry. Oh, you're always looking for the nuts. Oh, and
Yeah.
Will Thompson says, and by the way, Jason Walker sucks.
Don't worry, Stu. We're gonna play soon. We're gonna play soon. I'm trying to get some financial situations figured out in my household, and as soon as that happens, I'm gonna play you. And you've heard it here on TNT. I am gonna play you heads up.
It's official. He's made it.
I'm
official.
not even gonna ask for any weight. I'm gonna play you
Ooh.
heads up, Stu, and I'm gonna stick it where the sun don't shine because you can't beat me. You heard it live right here.
Alex says he wants to steal from Larry.
He stole from me before. Him and Will Thompson both. How do you think Will owns half of this joint?
That's right. I always forget about that. So we covered the the pun and Matt match. We talked about the stuff that happened here.
We had some other minor, smaller
Well-
grudge matches that I put on here. I don't even remember some of the matches that I put on. I think didn't I have Bill on one of them?
I
think
thought
Brett,
Bill played. Bill and Brett or somebody.
wasn't that, or that might have been the week before. They
That was.
broke
I know they
even.
played the week before. Yeah.
Mikey Goodman played Steve Oder. They played a
yeah,
game.
that was a couple weeks ago.
No, that just it was this week.
Oh, he come back down
Yeah,
again.
Steve came back down. They broke even this time. They broke even. They played one set of 9-ball, one set of 9-ball, one set of 8-ball, and they broke even.
Oh, that's right. Mike didn't play Oder the last time. Mike played,
No, Jason Welker played
Jason
him. So
played
they broke even. Yes, I had Kaylee had actually kept score. I was in the house.
That's right.
Wasn't feeling very
That's
good.
right. Yes.
So she did that. And speaking of Kaylee, Kaylee is going to be playing Amy Herbin on the 28th.
The 28th.
Here at the Coop. The
All
28th
right.
must be a Saturday or a Sunday or something.
I
don't know.
believe it is.
So
Yeah, because the 21st is a Sunday. It's
Okay.
like 3 weeks from now.
Yeah, so it's a couple 2-3 weeks from now. So I mean, we got a ladies match coming up.
Ooh,
I know we got that matchup coming up. I know
that's gonna
that
be good.
Sam is going to play Stu on Tuesday.
Oh,
What?
no, finish. Sorry.
I'm trying to think of some other grudge matches that we got coming up, but I do got a list, a couple more lists that I. Here's why he's thinking about what he's going to say.
Ooh, time out.
What?
Larry, get Jamie Fenton on. This is from Alex Groh. Get Jamie Fenton on the line. I've been told I'm not a favorite in 9-ball. I want to find out for 5K.
I don't know right offhand who Jamie is.
Stewart, you know how to get It's a Sunday. Oh, it's a Sunday. Oh yeah. Because
They're going to play at 2
at 2
o'clock.
p.m. Thank
Okay.
you, Amy.
So I mean, the ladies are going to play, and then we have Alex Grohl sending out a challenge to Jamie Fenton. I don't know if Jamie Fenton's on the page.
Stewart says he'll message him.
Okay, Stewart says to message him. They want to play.
Stewart knows everybody.
They want. Alex is challenging him to a 9-ball match for 5,000. I would imagine that race, if it's for 5,000 a piece, or is it 2,500 a guy, or wait,
It'd be interesting.
for 5,000? I would imagine he's talking 5,000 a piece. So 10,000 instead of probably, I would assume, a race to 50 would be my assumption. Alex, correct?
Tim's playing in the tournament. He said, I'm trying to pay attention, but he's playing in a tournament. Well, good luck. Focus on your game. Well, speaking of, before I forget, let's put that up there real quick here. Tomorrow,
Tomorrow we have
right here. Here
a
we go.
tournament starting tomorrow, straight out of
Okay,
straight out of quarantine.
At Legends tomorrow. Let's see, what is it? The auction doors open at 10. Auction begins at noon. I think play starts at 1 or so, or just after the auction, something like that. I think it was.
Right.
It's $40 entry, $10 green fee. Your $40 entry includes that.
And this is a handicap tournament. You
Yeah,
got
yeah.
novice, open. You
Advanced,
got advanced,
master, and elite.
master, and elite,
And it's all based on
It's based on your handicap. So
all known lists or all
Right.
lists and known ability.
novice goes to 4.
And
Open
how
goes
was
to
that?
5.
How was that
Advanced goes
post?
to
How,
6.
how was that post that somebody asked Eric? Are you using real handicap? Are you using real skill levels or the ones you made up?
Well, and see,
No.
there's a big argument about all that, but I mean, I really think, and I really wish. I mean, Eric has the right to run his tournament however he wants to run it.
Well,
He's
it's
been
not
doing.
like he doesn't know people.
That's what I'm saying. He knows exactly where people are, but you do take the dispute out of it if you just start all your tournaments, all your play, everything that you do, just Fargo rate everything. And yes, is Fargo rate perfect? No,
Not yet. Not
No.
yet.
it's not getting perfect, but they are streamlining that because, in my opinion, this is how Fargo should work. Fargo should work. Number one, it should depend on what game you're playing
Mm-hmm.
and what table you're playing on.
And seeing that I
To a
think
7 to a 9.
I think at some point I know that at one point Mike he touched on it because they do when you go look at a match between people, it will tell you what they played. It won't tell you the table yet, but it does tell you whether they play 8, 9, or 10 ball.
But what I'm saying is,
but I know what you're.
you
no, I
should
do know
have
what
a separate Fargo rate from one
Right.
pocket to
Yeah,
10.
right. Because
10 ball, 9 ball,
even
8
APA has you have an 8 ball and a 9 ball.
Sure.
So, and I definitely think you're absolutely right because what I mean, Stu will tell you, one person's 8 ball game is nothing compared to their 9 ball game, and I'm curious how many people were blackout drunk after our little game with Will on Saturday or Stu on Saturday.
And here's the thing, and Stu, I agree with you 100% because I don't know how many. Now, my worst game by far is 8 ball. And I can there's some players, like, for example, I'll give you a perfect example. Trent Bertlow, when he comes over here and we play, in the rotation game, I usually get the better end of him, but he's probably going to catch up to me here pretty quick. But usually I can handle him in the rotation game. Although, I mean, he's still capable of winning, but I think in the long run, I mean, if we do 10 races to 10, I'll win, 7 out of 10 of them, 6 out of 10 of them. I know that's a pretty bold prediction, but that's just how it works, Trent, because you're part of what's going on here. But anyways, then if we play 8 ball, he'll probably beat me. It'd probably be the opposite. He'd probably beat me, 10, 7, 6. He'd beat me more than I would beat him. Let's just put it that way. And that's just how it is. That's just my worst game. And I don't play it a lot. I don't practice it enough. And that's how it goes. And then if you're playing on a 9-footer versus a 7-footer, a guy like me has played his whole life on a 7-foot bar box.
And a majority.
You put me on a 9-footer.
Right, and a majority of people. I mean, and I'm not gonna say everybody, but a majority of people and tournaments and things like that are usually played on it. That's a whole. Honest to God, that is honestly probably a whole nother show altogether.
If you live in our part of the country in the Midwest,
right?
If you go to Minnesota, Illinois, Iowa, Indiana, anything right through the Midwestern area, most everything that you're going to play on is going to be a bar box, either a valley or a diamond. If you go into most pool halls now, most of them have diamonds. I was
going to say,
Legends still runs the valleys, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with them. They play good, I think. But a lot of bigger pool halls are changing over to the diamonds. They're expensive. Blah blah blah, so on and so forth. But there's a difference from table to table for sure.
You got to explain that comment, Anthony. Pun says over 500. I've never lost a race. What's going on, buddy? How you doing?
Well, apparently he's only done it once.
His running game is Mike Lovett. Yes, Father's Day is the 21st. Don't forget.
Yes, Father's Day's coming up.
Thank you.
Shout out to all the dads out there.
Yeah.
What else? You know what else I wanted to talk about is we got the pool halls and stuff opening up over in Iowa and stuff, but I need people to also keep an eye on the Carom Room because I heard a rumor. Right now, they haven't advertised anything yet that I'm aware of.
Their leagues are
going to be
started this week.
Yes, and from what I hear, is they're going to start putting up them big tournaments again, and they're going to start here pretty soon.
That's what that was my understanding because they started their. Alex says Larry's got the 3 ball. This was my earlier. One of the other things I wanted to talk about. Did you watch the news last night?
The news. I never watched the news.
You shared a link for it.
I did.
Who'd we see last night on the 10 o'clock news.
Oh, I did share. Well, see, I didn't watch the news. I just seen that come up.
He took your advice. He rocked the interview.
I know. Got his sponsors in there.
Yes, he did.
Sam Henderson, you did a
You were
great job, kid. Great
awesome job, buddy.
Yes.
If you guys didn't see it, over on the TNT page, the Pigeon Coop page, I'm sure on Sam's page, Sam Henderson was on. Oh, I'm sorry, Sam Kennis was on KWQC News at 10 o'clock. They did a little spot on him for winning that the isolation tournament
Yes,
that he
won
does
an
over there with the
550 and under Fargo rate.
Yep.
He won the isolation tournament.
Yep.
I didn't, I should have backtracked and went and looked at the videos and stuff, but I've had a lot going on this week, so I didn't get a chance. I should have go back and watch the video. I don't know what the score was, how much he won it by.
I can't remember.
But he won. That's all that matters.
Yeah, he did, and he's been doing amazing in those, and he's played some pretty good players in those too. He's played some pretty good players in
So
those.
the next thing we have to ask Sam is if he's sandbagging on that 550 Fargo rate. Because here's the thing. We've been in this COVID lockdown. He hasn't been able to play any tournaments and all that stuff, and he's practicing at home, hitting balls probably 12 hours a day. He's probably playing at about
and
a
like
600
you mentioned
pace.
and he mentioned in his interview, he only has 2 pool tables to
Only.
practice. He's only got 2 pool tables. Sam, love you to death, man. We're not knocking that, but no, you did a great job, Sam. I know it might not seem like it, but what you last night and you getting on the news like that, and anybody, like, because years and years ago, you remember they did a thing on Mr. Curlo in the newspaper. They did
yeah.
And so, like, anytime we can get guys like that on there to bring it up, that's the stuff we need.
Whenever you
especially
can
with
get somebody
Sam.
covering pool, that's what we need.
Sam hit all the buttons. Young, upcoming player, 13 years old, doing some amazing stuff.
Not sitting at home playing stupid video games.
And the best part about that interview, other than Sam took all Hollywood's advice on his good interview skills, and
I'm sure he wasn't taking my advice.
Well, that's what we're gonna tell people. Shh.
Oh.
But the best part was he's been playing in these isolation tournaments through esports productions, and the ESP Phantom stuff, and they played a little clip of Valerie, the lady who runs those, of her reacting to a shot he made, that jump shot where he jumped, and just listen to her reaction was amazing. It was a great little clip. Sam, great job, dude. You're doing an awesome thing, and you got to give it up to Sam's parents. I was actually looking at a thread. There was a conversation going on in the comments on one of the links of that video that got shared, and some people obviously had differing opinions on, why are you telling this kid he can do this and that and blah blah blah. And Nate, his dad, had the most respectful and thought out and well worded responses to those, because he, way nicer than I would have been. I'm going to tell you that right now. But he, him and Nate and Sam's parents support him wholeheartedly, and they've had conversations with him. They've explained to him the reality of everything. They've explained to him, and he made mention of how they've told him all these things. They told him, you got to do this, and you got to take care of your school. And Sam's he's academically, he's a great kid. He's keeping up on all of his stuff, and he's doing.
I'm gonna bet he's smarter than both of us combined.
I'm sure he is. He's got 2 pool tables.
Well, and here's the thing. And I'm not going to get into it too much, but I mean, nowadays it's just so easy for parents to come home that's had a long day at work or this, that, whatever, hand their kid a tablet and say, "There you go, just play some games," and
leave me alone.
And they go off and do whatever they're going to do.
No.
I mean, these parents, they've taken the time. And if you listen to the interview, his dad started him playing.
Mm-hmm.
Dad can't beat him anymore.
No.
Sam runs him over like a dump truck. And so, but they're encouraging the game, but there's also rules that come along with it. Hey, if you want to play, you got to keep your grades up. You got to do this, you got to do that.
You have to have a backup plan. And
sure.
And Nate, so I want to say, Nate, you did an amazing job in responding to those comments. You're doing a great job with Sam. They both are.
I was just wondering if they would take me in.
I'm down. Sam's got a nice little
I'm
man
willing to
cave
sell
over
the
there.
Pigeon Coop and move in.
He's got, and his
I
parents
sleep till noon. I stay up all night, make a lot of noise, and when I get healthy, I'm probably going to drink all your beer. So
But
there
no,
you go.
they do great stuff for him. They support him wholeheartedly. You know, we interviewed Nate at one point. Nate takes care of a lot of the junior league stuff that Sam and a
Yeah,
bunch
he's
of other
very involved.
young players have come through. His mom does. I mean, she drives that kid. You know, like every other kid in sports, but she takes that kid all over the place to all kinds of stuff. And she's a great cheerleader. She took him and Timmy and recorded that interview for us and sent it into one of our
Yeah.
first episodes. I mean, it's a great environment. I'm really glad that we have people like that that are doing supporting the juniors like that. And so Sam, Nate, Tracy, you guys, awesome job. Keep it up. You're doing great things.
And while I'm thinking about it, so I don't forget. Now that we know that Legends is open, so on and so forth, you do have a good place to go set up grudge matches now. I
Yep.
mean, we're still going to do some here at Pigeon Coop, but you know,
And we have
once these pool halls start to open up, like Racks on the Rocks is going to do tournament.
oh yeah.
And if we can get some of these places, if Racks on
Didn't
the
I just
Rocks
see
or
that?
Legends, yeah, the Racks on the Rocks tournament's coming up.
When is
It's
that
in a
one?
if somebody could post that or look it up for us,
I
Racks
just
on the
saw
Rocks.
that. I just shared that myself. Hold on, I'll find
But
it.
what I'm saying is we want to take this show on the road. We want to be able to go down to Legends and stream matches, or down to Racks on the Rocks and stream matches. Of course, if the venues will let us,
Right.
you know,
Because we're like some
or
we
to
have-
the Karam room,
we're
or to
we're
wherever.
all about highlighting and spotlighting the people that are doing things to keep our sport alive.
Because what we will do is we'll contact the owner of the pool hall or manager of the pool hall, whatnot, whatever. Because here's the thing, you know, we can come and do a stream, and we can get with the bar owner and we can explain to them, hey, we're not only going to be doing a stream here, but we're also going to be promoting your product, promoting your food, your pool hall, you know, so on and so forth. And if we're now starting to get the views to prove that that we're in contact with people all over the Midwest and so on and so forth that are going to travel and go spend monies in these venues, where, you know, we're getting anywhere from 7 to 10,000 views on some of these bigger matches that we're doing. Heck, we had the one match in the middle of the week that drew 7,000 viewers, and and no offense, it was just a couple of open players playing,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
But people want to watch, and they see those advertisements. And speaking of advertisements,
Let's
segue right into that.
Yeah, here we
Because
go.
we got him in the house right here. Bill Builds It Best.
CBM because
There we
you
go.
can't even talk. You know, I'm gonna do the one that you don't have to talk. How's that?
There you go. You
We're
tell
gonna-
them all about it.
We'll be back in just a second. Check out this ad for CBM Construction.
Build your dreams. Call CBM Construction 815-716-6727. Offering all your construction needs from remodeling to new builds, as well as heating and cooling services and installation. If it needs done, CBM is ready to serve you with their professional service. Inside and out, Bill builds it best. Licensed, bonded, and insured, CBM Construction has you covered. Check them out on Facebook and give them a call to get your estimate today. CBM Construction.
Horrible producer job there.
Yeah,
I missed everything.
That might have been the worst ever.
Well, no, that black screen. That's what happens when you don't call Bill. Everything goes out, and then you're like, Bill, come help me. Everything's black.
I just got an estimate from Bill today on doing some work in the bathroom, doing some work underneath the house, and so yeah,
I
I'm
saw
gonna
some,
put him to work.
I saw some posts on the CBM page from some customers that had some work done, and they were just
See, he didn't know if he had gotten anybody from our advertising.
they were no, I don't know if they were from. I'm just saying that I saw some people post on the CBM page talking about how awesome he was to work
Did you
with.
put some gutters up for a Kirk? Was it Kirk or somebody had put something
No.
up? Somebody did.
I did see
maybe
that.
maybe that was from Fridley that did his gutters. I don't
No,
know.
it was who was that? Now you're gonna make me look that. Okay, I found this. Let's talk about this.
All right, let's talk about this.
We love Bill. Bill's awesome. Bill builds the best. That's
Bill
what it said in
builds
the
the
commercial.
best. CBM Construction. See that guy?
This guy's
'Cause
killing me. Anyhow, Racks on the Rock. Racks on the Rocks. Jeez, messed me all up. June 27th, 11 a.m. through June 28th at 5 p.m. handicapped 8-ball tournament. Saturday, June 27th, bar table 8-ball tournament. $500 added for every 32 players. $40 entry plus $10 green fee. Racks is going to a new handicap format. So if you're used to the handicap format, obviously it's changing. Handicaps range from 2 to 11. Pros go to 13, alternate break. Signups from 11 to 1, starts at 1. sign up via the event page, which you can find on Facebook, and we shared it on the TNT page. Sign up via the event page to find out your handicap. Of course, um, Josh is taking care of things out there, doing an awesome job. So check that out. Search Handicap 8-Ball Tournament Racks on the Rocks, or go to the TNT page and scroll down just a bit. We shared it, and you can get signed up through the event page to find out what your handicap will be. It looks like, just looking at it, it looks like there's quite a few people already planning on going and quite interested in it. So
Yeah, and speaking of Josh, I mean, Josh, if you're listening out there, get us a seat at the table. We'd love to come down and stream, a tournament down there or something like that,
right,
And I know that we had talked to him once about there was a big matchup that they
Yeah.
were doing down there. We didn't work out a deal because I mean, if we were going to go down there for a couple of days, hey, somebody's got to pay for our rooms and put some food, on the table. But if we're
Gotta-
going to go
gotta
down there and
feed
stream
me.
a match for a day or something like that, we work something out. We'd like to come down there, talk about. I've never seen the venue, never been to the venue, never played there. It looks nice from everything that I see.
I've
I mean,
I've
I
heard
hear
n-
nothing but nice things
Right.
about it.
right.
And I'd like to get down that way, and I'd love to come down, stream a tournament, stream a match, stream a grudge match, whatever.
I think we need to clarify some stuff for a few people, just so you guys understand. TNT tournaments, we run tournaments, we run leagues, we stream matches, we do it. But you have to remember, our goal is to grow, promote, and highlight those that do those things.
Right.
When we tell you we're interested in coming to stream your match, it's not because we want to come take over your business. I love running tournaments, don't get me wrong, but I love even more showing people the other people doing this stuff.
Sure.
Josh, Eric Gardner, those guys have been doing this a long time. They've been, I've been running leagues and tournaments of some sort, pool or whatever, for a long time myself, but not in this area. And these guys they're doing amazing things for the sport, and people need to see that.
Yeah, we're not looking to go down and take over somebody's tournament.
no.
We're just looking to go down and,
We're-
and
we're
put
looking-
put it on a stream,
So-
get it to more people out there, so there's more people that
So
want to
people
come to
can
your
go,
venue.
oh man, that guy runs a great tournament, because
Yeah.
Josh runs great tournaments. I've
Sure.
always heard how good his tournaments are. Same with Eric. I mean, they're always great tournaments, good turnouts, good money. Everything about it's awesome, and more people need to know that.
And them guys handicap. I mean, like I said, I mean, I firmly believe in the Fargo thing. We didn't really stay on that subject too long, but I mean, I truly believe that there should be a Fargo rating for everybody. That's how it should be done. Get all the people in your area playing at the same tournaments and the same leagues and all that stuff, and it'll be fairly accurate. It'll be close, so that the tournament director's opinion is actually taken out of it. So that way, this is your number. Hey, one month you might go to show up down there over at Legends or something. You might be an advanced player. You play bad. You have a bad set. And the next month you come back, you might be an open player. Who knows?
and it's working for people.
It works. It works great for us.
Yes,
I mean, we
Stuart.
use the ELO rating and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Fargo rate. We report to Fargo and all that stuff. Now, don't get me wrong. I will say this: if you do nothing but come to Dixon and play, and or Rock Falls, where right now we're not having any tournaments,
right.
but if you come and play in our tournaments and you play with the set of people that come, your Fargo rate's going to be ballooned up. Because I'll be honest with you, the players that are in this area are. You got a lot of people that show up to tournaments that are kind of, they're just weekend warriors.
And I say this is one thing I tell everybody, and I'm pretty sure that this was something I got from Mike at Fargo.
Sure.
He says that your Fargo rating is only going to be as accurate as where you play.
Right, and this is why I tell people I wish that we could get Josh Schutz and we could get Eric over there, to invoke the Fargo system and what they do. And the reason that I want them to do that is so that players can go from, our tournaments to their tournaments to down to them tournaments, and it'll keep that Fargo rate in check.
And I think the important thing about that to remember is, just because you don't have to do Fargo ratings for your tournament to report to Fargo. You can run your like Eric. We'll just use Eric. You can use the same system you use without changing your handicap, how you run it, and still report it to help build that, and use that information.
You can use the ELO system,
right?
For example.
But you use that information to help back up your handicap.
why a guy's an open, why
this
a guy's
is why
an
you're
advanced,
this.
why,
Look,
yes.
and that's the thing.
Right. So I mean, it is what it is. But I mean, if they don't do it, if they never do it, I mean, Eric's run that tournament for so many years. He used to do it at Sharky's. It's now over in Clinton, but he knows all the players that are coming in. And if he doesn't know a player, he'll find he will find somebody that he trusts that knows that player and says,
Right.
where is he at? And that's where he'll put
Right.
you. And that's just the way that it goes. But the thing about it is, let's just say you got a borderline open player, or what's even worse is when you got a borderline novice player, and then you make him a novice, and he goes and cuts to the field like butter, and it's
He
like,
bucks up. Me.
Yeah.
Oh, and Bill.
well, I mean,
And we have seen it.
it's gonna happen, and it'll happen in a Fargo rated tournament too. I went up to the Carom room. I played in a tournament, and it was a 575 and under Fargo rate tournament, or 574, whatever it is.
And you were like,
And I was a 573.
I was going to say,
I played a guy that was a 552 Fargo rate, and he didn't miss a ball.
right.
How's that happen? I don't know. Was he playing? He ended up getting third in the tournament, so I don't know how that happened. So there was a bunch of good players in that tournament, apparently.
Okay, yeah. Stuart says I do agree with you for the most part with that players shouldn't move down, but with an ELO Fargo rate system, once you have established and get
It's not a really good system until you played 1,000 games.
it's right. Once you've established and put in the number of games, there's not a lot. You don't move a ton
No.
unless what you're saying happens. Unless you get so bad that you can't remember how to play, or you lose an arm or something, like, you know what I mean. Then
Yeah,
you're
you
going
can
to have those big drop offs.
I can. Can you turn that down a little bit?
You know what I mean. So it's
Well, I guess what I'm saying, even like you could take somebody like me, for example.
uh-oh.
You could take somebody like me. My Fargo rate probably is a little lower than what it should be. I probably play a little more closer to 600 Fargo rate than I do 573, but that's the way it is. But I also go to the Carom room, and I also go other places that have Fargo rated tournaments to keep my Fargo in check.
Right.
Because I promise you, if I just played Dixon and Dixon only, or right in this area, my Fargo rate would probably be about a 625,
You'd be a
which is
monster.
not where I'm at.
Okay, I gotta stop you. So Jamie Fenton is joined. Jamie, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out.
Here comes the juicy stuff.
Jamie Fenton has this to say: Will Thompson, I haven't played in 10 years, and I would still rob you. Trust me, the way you played, buddy, you can get played when I'm dead and gone. Alex Grell, what do you have in mind? I'll play. Will, you can get played also. Name the game.
Well, there you go, Alex. If you're still listening out there, I think he just answered the call.
Yeah, I think he answered the call and some. Yes,
And
Stuart,
then
that is exactly the appropriate reaction.
we got action, fellas. Ding, dang. Heads. Call it, Alex. So, hey, if we can get that match going up, we'd love to have it. I mean, I don't know.
Look at all the friendly conversation in the comments now. So Will Thompson has replied. I'm going to go ahead and just let you know that people are replying now.
Yeah, so if you look in the chat, it's starting to get interesting. And the thing about it is friendly banter and all that stuff is great. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how well these guys know each other. I
Right.
don't know if they dislike each other, this, whatever. And hey,
It's a part
I've
of the
always
game.
said I prefer to watch two guys, play a gentleman's game and this, that, whatever. And I understand that people get together and play one another that don't like each other very much. And we can't all be friends, unfortunately. I mean, I try to do my best, but sometimes it just doesn't happen. People just don't like me. I
What?
can't help that.
What are you talking about? You're such a pleasant guy.
I am for the most part,
You're
I think.
such a super nice guy.
But I mean, I got people that just don't like me for whatever reason, and I'm perfectly fine with that.
Maybe it's because you're just too nice.
Yeah, well, I don't think that's what it is.
Oh, you're a rooster vacuum.
Yes. The phrase for the week is "you're a rooster vacuum." You
That is-
figure it out.
That is today's word of the day.
But no, I mean, like, I don't know who Jamie is.
The
Jamie
name
is, but I
sounds-
mean, if he's willing to play Alex, and he's willing to play him heads up, and if he's accepting the offer, then apparently Jamie can play because Alex is a world beater. That dude plays really good. That kid is as smooth as silk.
So Alex has responded. He'd like to play Jamie. 60, race to 60 for 5K, 9-ball bar table, rack your own, no 9-ball breaks in the racking corners. If you have any rules you prefer, let me know. Best day for Alex is on Friday. So
We
they are in the
could
works.
we could do off the rail, and we could do that all at the same time.
Ooh, that would be pretty
A
interesting.
long day.
That'd be yes, it would be a very long day.
Or if the match goes into our time limit there, then we could just we could still do both. We could do an off the rail. We could do grudge grudge match. I could set up a bunch of grudge matches, and we could talk about that during the match. That's what we could do. That would be like our little short version of Off the Rail. But yeah, you guys figure it out. We'll come.
Yep.
We'll come and stream it. Of
Ye-
course. Now, I know you two gentlemen aren't afraid to show your game online, right? Let's just.
Well, I
we
thought
gotta
Alex
make
was.
that clear.
I thought Alex was the king of hiding.
No, he ain't gonna hide no more. I won't
Oh.
let him hide because Alex is my guy, and I want to see him play somebody.
I do too. He actually wasn't Alex. Alex was at Cardwell's during the he was when
Probably.
Adam and Mike Goodman played. Alex was there looking for
Who
somebody.
was
to
he
play.
trying to sucker into a
He
game?
was trying to. He called. He actually, if I remember correctly, he called out the entire city, including you. Can call Mr. Carrillo and tell him to come on down here and play. Alex, you're a great guy, and I'm not poking fun. I was just, I just.
Hey,
that
I
part of the
like
night
Alex because the
stick in my
kid, the
He's
kid
seen- I-
actually reminds me.
I met him Saturday,
me
if I'm
when
not
I was
mistaken.
25.
We're super nice kid.
Oh, yeah.
Super nice kid. So,
I mean, he's a prick, but he's a nice kid.
all right.
He can be a rooster vacuum at times. Let's just put it that way.
So, covered matches. Mrs. Lily wants to go. Mrs. On the Road Lily is still our stage manager is telling us it's time to go. She says it, and she's paying the bills, so we got to do what she says.
That's right. Yeah, we'll be back next week. We covered everything. I mean, as far as it goes, real quick, leagues and everything around here are still kind of on
Yeah.
hold. That's still in the same pattern. We
Yeah.
still got the guys out doing curbside service at all the local bars. Get out, make sure you support them. Go to the cooler, go to the whiskey
Cooler's
bar.
got a cool little patio set up right now. I tell you that Renee's been posting some pictures of
I know
that.
Johnny's Bar and Girls doing
Yeah.
stuff. I know Shooters over there on the West End's doing some stuff. I'm sure a
Whiskey
lot of-
Barrel's got stuff.
Yeah.
They've been having DJs, and look, coming up here. I can't remember what the date was. I know they've already got a band booked. It doesn't. Cal's playing the patio.
he's been doing some acoustic
Isn't
shows
he doing
and
that
stuff
this
like
weekend? Tomorrow? Isn't that tomorrow? At the Cooler? Is it tomorrow?
Cal Stage is
Cal
gonna do
Stage.
an
He's doing the
acoustic
Two Wood show.
Oh, he's probably going to be with Dickie Johnson.
Yeah,
then.
the
They're
Two
gonna do
Wood
a
show
show
at
over
the
there at the Cooler,
Cooler.
so make sure you go check that out. That'll be a good time. And I got to talk to Renee because, with everything that I've had going on, I'll slide this in there real quick and we can wrap this up. I mean, with everything that I've had going on, I've had that fundraiser for me, the GoFundMe thing, and all that BS and so on and so forth for my health situations and all that stuff. And
Was
what
this-
I'm going to try to do with Renee is I'm going to try to put at least one big party together so I can kind of show a little appreciation to everybody that donated to my cause. Have a big party at the Cooler, and I'm get out for one more DJ show or something like that.
Sweet.
So it'd be kind of
definitely look for
nice.
that. All right, so keep an eye on the TNT page. We do have some more of those rival Qs, Risen G1 shafts to try to give away. We'll be working on that. No, they do not fit Vikings.
But they're working on it.
But they're working on it. And we also are talking with them about one of the rival. They have a nice queue. I can't remember the name of it, and I'll find out more and I'll let you know about that. Check out G1 TV. Amy and Kaylee will be playing on
28th.
the 28th at 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock.
Stu and Sam are going to be here
Stu and-
on Tuesday.
Yeah, Stu and Sam on Tuesday. There's always something going on here. If you haven't, check out the Pigeon Coop. Say nice things to Hollywood, and he'll let you join the group.
Yep.
Or I'm sorry, and clear it with Will first. And you
if you're
can-
from Iowa, apparently you got to
If
clear some things.
and you
with
can
Will.
watch streams that Hollywood puts streams up. Matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, over the Pigeon Coop right now, there's a live shot of the table doing nothing.
Yes, it's there.
But it looks good.
No, it looks like I got it shut off at the back, so it's not doing that.
Okay. We'll be back next Friday, off the rail, usually around 7:30, 8 o'clock. Oh, next Friday we will be talking to Dallas West
Yes,
at
don't
8
forget,
o'clock.
Dallas West, our
Live.
big feature thing on
Yep,
Off
live.
the Rail.
Live on the phone, we'll be talking to Dallas
Went
West.
to the big time, Mom. We're going
So-
to talk a little Dallas West next
Right,
week.
when them questions pop in your head, jot them down, send them to us. Watch the show, throw them in the chat, text them to us, Facebook messages, and we'll ask Dallas West. We'll be talking to him next Friday. Thank you to Jim Fridley for helping us get that set up. We really appreciate that. Big parade wave. I'm gonna show you. I've got one other. We showed you the CBM one. I got one more. I got to show you real quick. Our friends at A&A Flooring, Sterling, Illinois. Al and Angie, give them a call, 632-0675. Use their on-site tool to check out all kinds of cool flooring options. You can use your phone and wander around your house and look at what different styles of floors would look cool in your joint. So check that all out. Give them a Give them a call for all your flooring needs, and we appreciate all of our sponsors, CBM General Construction and A&A Flooring, for helping us bring you these amazing streams and our lovely faces and radio voices and all that good
And
stuff.
don't forget, you can advertise here too. Just get a hold of us, and we'll set you up. You know, it's fairly inexpensive. And,
Firstborn, you know.
yeah, and like I said, we got the numbers out there that prove that you know,
Yes.
that your product is definitely getting seen out there, and for the low prices that we charge for some advertising spots, I mean,
It's
you get one job off of this, and it'll probably take care of your advertising spots for the next 10 years. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It's
we're-
pretty cheap.
we have great fans that watch us even when we talk.
Yes,
So
they do.
it's amazing. I've been Bud. This has been Hollywood. We've been watching Off the Rail. We'll see you guys next week. Have a great weekend.